Hey ladies, welcome back. Natalie Newhart here, founder of Fit Addicted Nutrition. And today what we're going to be talking about is a topic for women who really love to work out. Okay, we're going to be talking about fat loss for women who love to work out. And the reason why this is a very important topic is because, as we age, that whole idea of working out longer, harder, more, it stops working for us, okay? It's what happened to me, where I was doing the same amount of working out and I was actually starting to gain weight, okay? And the reason for that there's just not enough talk out there is because exercise, although it's something that we love, and, it feels like our stress release, it's actually really stressful on the system if it's not really appropriately programmed with downtime, recovery time. And this becomes more and more important as we age. Especially, I'd say it probably started to happen to me around 30, but that's because I was so hard on my body from when I was 20 to 30. And so it really started to take a toll. But this is why so many people, have so many thyroid issues, why it's so popular, why thyroid issues are so popular with women is because of this, our inability to handle the amount of stress. And so one of the stressors that we take on, especially people who love to work out, is through fitness. And so I'm going to share with you guys my very signature system on how to eat and train in a way that is, going to result in fat loss for women who actually who enjoy working out, who have a hard time not working out. I really work with a lot of women who love to work out and love to go, have very busy lifestyles, and they could be working super hard in their diet and their exercise and not seeing any results. And then we put this structure on board, this system, and all of a sudden the fat just starts melting off. So let's go ahead and get into it. So basically what I've broken it down to is different colored days, green days, yellow days, and red days. And so you can think of it like a stoplight. Just imagine this is yellow. I just didn't use the color yellow because it doesn't really show. So imagine a stoplight. We have green days, yellow days, and red days, okay? Green days are going to be the days where we go hard in the gym, right? These are our days where we're we're bent over, huffing and puffing, and, and maybe we're doing extra cardio. We're doing maybe 2 sessions a day, or, maybe it's just 1 session, but it's just a really high intense session, okay? So these are going to be our perform days. I call them perform. Then yellow days are going to be days where we just play around, right? This is less intensity. This is easy, like going into the gym to have fun. I call these play days, okay? And then red days are going to be days off, right? We're not going to the gym, or maybe we just do some core, but really, I require my women to go do some mindset work and get out of the gym. We have a mindset plan to go with their diet and training plan, which is extremely effective. And so these days are really about piecing out, okay? Just chilling out, relaxing the body, okay? And so you can think of these as the 3 Ps: perform, play, and peace out, okay? Now on each one of these days, actually, before we get into the eating part of it, I do just want to say, yellow days, I get this question a lot when my clients come on board. They're like, well, what's the difference? I don't know if it's a green day or a yellow day. Well, yellow days they don't have to be different workouts from green days. They can be the exact same workout as green days, but what we want to be doing is just adjusting the volume. So let's say you're going to the gym with your boyfriend or your friend, and she wants to hit it hard, but you're kind of feeling a little run down. And so you just do the same workout as her, but you bring your intensity down. Maybe you lower the weight down. Maybe you do less reps. Maybe you just focus on quality and hitting depth squats or going slower. Or you just focus on technique. And so that's going to be what your play days are going to look like, okay? And so one requirement that I have for my women on yellow days is to breathe through your nose. That is an automatic way to make sure that you don't go too hard, day in and day out, which ultimately is going to leave your body stressed out, very resistant to body change, and extremely hungry and craving carbs. Okay, and so that's how we're going to differentiate the green and the yellow days, is less intensity, less volume, and also breathing through the nose. Now on these days, we also do a different style of eating. So green days, we eat more, train more, right? We're training more, so we eat more. We're training some on the yellow days, so we just eat some. And on the red days, we train less and so we eat less, okay? And so this is how we really create that fat loss within these types of intensities. So an idea of how to structure this throughout the week, okay? So let's just say this is Monday through Sunday. So basically, you know, this is just an example, okay? There's so many examples that you can use. I actually tailor my like with my clients, I tailor their diet and exercise with their menstrual cycle, because you can really take advantage of your hormones to really accelerate fat release from stubborn body fat areas and increase muscle building. So there are actually times in your menstrual cycle, if you have a menstrual cycle, there are times of the month where you can actually eat more food and store less fat, and there are times where you can burn more fat you know, with the same workout. So it's just about timing, okay? If that's something that you want to check out, make sure you go down below, check out my my female hormone diet plan, and that will give you the comprehensive diet and exercise plan to go with your menstrual cycle, okay? So those links are down below. I've got a couple programs like that. But this is just an example. If you're not training with your menstrual cycle, then you can just do it like this, right? So you can have Monday is going to be a green day because we're well rested. Tuesday is going to be yellow. Wednesday we'll go hard again, we'll go green. Thursday we're going to take a rest day. Friday will be yellow. Saturday yellow. Sunday red. Okay, so that is just an example of a type of workout, you know, schedule for the week. Me, you know, I'm about 35 years old, and honestly, I rarely go hard anymore. I'm happy if I get one green day a week. Okay. And maybe I'll go green if I'm going out to a party, or, you know, it's Christmas time, or like some big, you know, sort of, you know, get together where there's going to be lots of food, then I'll go green on that day. But for the most part, I really just stick to one green day. My body is like very sensitive these days, just because I was so hard on it for the past 10 years of being an athlete. And so I really have to watch my stress. And also, I just don't really care to go hard anymore. Like, I really just love to live in yellow zone, yellow days. Okay. So, and if my body, like, I mean, you know, if my body's responding to it, I'm all for that. So I feel great. I feel recovered. I don't ever feel like exhausted and burnout. And so I really hang out with probably about 4 to 5 red days, or 4 to 5 yellow days a week. And maybe 1 green day, and then like 2 to 3 red. It's kind of, it just depends on my week. Okay. So, and then if you're a menopausal woman, basically the only difference there is you're going to be more sensitive to stress. So you're going to want to increase the number of red days. So menopausal women should probably be doing more like 3 red days, and then decrease the amount of green days. So maybe 1 green day. But again, this is so varied per person. Like, I've had menopausal women who can't do any green days, like any cardio at all. And as soon as they did cardio, they started to either plateau or gain weight. And then on the flip side, I've had menopausal women who were able to do 3 green days a week where their carbs are above 200 carbs. So it is very, very independent. So this is why, like, if you really want to figure your body out, you need to work with a coach. You need to work, you know, have an individualized program to figure out exactly what works for your body, because what I'm listing out here isn't going to be the thing that works for you. Okay. So this is just an example though. All right. The point of this, right? The point of the green, yellow, red system, let me just kind of share this with you real quick. So most diets, what they require you to do is, you know, eat less. They're like, okay, I just want you to eat less, and I want you to train more, right? Eat less, work out more. And so that gap is an example of the amount of stress that's on the body. And remember, stress is very, you know, the female body is very sensitive to stress. A body that is stressed is a body that does not burn fat. So if we have a big amount of stress, you know, accruing over time on the female body, then you are eventually going to be one hungry mess. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be moody. You're going to be craving carbs like crazy. You won't be able to sleep very well. You're going to be, you know, your libido and your menstrual cycle is going to be off. Okay. So that gap that most traditional diets put you in can be very yo-yoing, binging type of diet. Okay. Or like result. So what we're doing here with the green, yellow, red is, hey, if we're going to eat more, if we're going to train more, we're going to eat more. So we create a smaller gap. And if we train some, we're going to eat some. Okay. And so that gap is really small compared to the traditional dieting way where we're going to eat less and train more, where that gap is very big, okay? So we're watching the calorie gap because that gap is going to determine whether you overeat later on or not. So basically whether you can sustain the fat loss or not, okay? And nobody really wants to be putting out all this effort and not seeing their results pay off, right? That's pretty much the worst thing. So that's basically, my system in a nutshell. If you guys want to learn how to apply this with your menstrual cycle or just how to use the green, yellow, red days in general, go down below, check out my links below. I've got a really cheap $7 program, 30-day program, and then I've also got a 4-week hormone diet program that works amazing. It's the same exact system that I use with my one-on-one clients. And then also, if you're somebody who just knows, like, man, I just always, anytime I do these diet programs, I'm 2 weeks in and then I just quit. Like, you're not able to keep yourself accountable. Or if you're somebody that's battling with, food issues, like, mindset issues where, like, the fear of missing out on food, feeling like you have to eat it all and eat it all right now. Or you find yourself, fearing food, like depriving, and then as a result of depriving, you're binging later on in the week. Or if you're somebody who's obsessed with working out and can't get yourself to take a rest day, all these kind of like sort of obsessive patterns requires one-on-one attention. You will not take care of it through any online program, not mine, not anybody out there. It is something that needs to be dealt with like hands-on, okay? And that is something that I do, specifically with my clients. So what I've got, if you're looking to get rid of these issues once and for all, I've got a high touch one-on-one coaching program that teaches women how to look fit and without obsessing over diet and exercise. Okay. So this is for women who've, are over 30 and traditional diets are no longer working. And so what we basically do is I teach you how to become free from all those obsessive patterns around food and exercise. And my whole program is actually designed over 3 pillars of freedom. Freedom in the gym so that you learn how to have fun in the gym rather than feeling like it's a job or a chore. Freedom from food, meaning so I teach you how to not fear food and instead how to love food and enjoy more of your favorite foods. And then freedom with the dieting mindset, from the dieting mindset. So I teach you how to get rid of all the stress eating habits, that thing that we do when we get really stressed out and we find ourselves just mindlessly eating. We take care of those kind of patterns and get rid of them. Okay. So it's a very highly intensive program, but it's the last diet you'll ever have to do, because once those patterns are gone and you have a new sort of way of being around food in the gym, then it's a completely different lifestyle. You will never have to do another diet again. So if that's something that you're looking for, check out go to www.talk2nat.com, or you can click the link below, and all you got to do is pick out a time that's on my calendar, and then I'll review your application, see if we're a good fit, and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you guys in the next video. Much love to you all. Bye.